Working on a classic is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. This is my 1999 Vespa PX200E. It's my mule. I use it for everything. Cafe racing, weekend excursions, and sometimes I even choose it over my larger motorcycle for long distance touring. Traveling on a small, slow and old scooter makes for great adventures. But that's a story for another day. With its 26 years of age and being produced almost identically since 1977, it's a true classic. Also, it's a remnants of a lost era of scooters with two-stroke engines and a manual transmission. Except from tubeless tires that I mounted after a rear wheel blowout outside of Stockholm in 2024, and some really nice stickers, my PX is quite original. The last season, however, it has not been performing that well. A slight lack of top-end power, a jerky clutch, and the speedometer not functioning are the main issues. This is what I aim to mitigate before the next season. I will mount a brand new 210cc cylinder and piston from a Lassie, reinforce the clutch basket, replace the plates, and mount a new speedometer that also encompasses a rev meter and a feeler gauge for the engine temperature. Finally, I will pimp my ride with a new leather seat and handlebar grips. This will not only increase power and reliability, but also provide a more comfy and even better looking ride. I am not a skilled mechanic. However, I am the kind of motorcyclist that finds pleasure in knowing and understanding my machine. If I don't understand it, I can still enjoy the ride, but not to the same extent. And I get reluctant about taking it on a longer trip. Luckily, I'm a part of a classic scooter community. That means I have access to people with much more experience and wrenching skills than myself. Enter my mentor become friend Magnus. A seasoned motorcyclist who have traveled through many countries, including most of Africa, on his PX200. A classic offers simple mechanics that can be easily understood by observing and exploring. A bit of rational thinking and a few uncunning words will do a lot. A key factor that distinguishes a classic from a modern bike is its workability and craftsmanship. Simple forms that are shaped by their function provide an inherent quality and timelessness, not shaped by a superficial design team, but genuine to its roots and mission. Beauty that's not in the eye of the beholder, but deeply embedded in quality and function. As humans, we tend to chase the effortless solution, the unbearable lightness of being. Most psychiatrists will tell us that's wrong. What we need is friction and some challenges to overcome. Translated into motorcycling, a classic and the art of maintaining it will provide exactly this: friction and challenges for a better quality of life. Before I started working on my Vespa myself, I thought it would be difficult. I expected it to be small, quirky, and unforgiving by design. I was right, but also wrong. The Vespa is sometimes difficult. It does hold quirks and it does act unforgivingly. Sometimes things are stuck that should come loose, other times it's the opposite. or things are simply missing or different from what or where they're supposed to be. A classic carries the quirks of time, less sophisticated production methods, wear and tear, as well as a lifetime of different wrenching philosophies from previous owners. That's a box of chocolates. That's friction. That's the quality of life and everyday zen. A classic is a bike with a special soul. It's unique and exciting with all its imperfections and strangeness. Not the most reliable, nor the simplest, but one to get to know, and once you know it, that you can relate to, understand, and that will give you all the miles of smiles.